It is my privilege and pleasure to present this year's student speaker, Anna Jump.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. Dear fellow graduates, family, friends, faculty, and staff, it is great to be part of this celebration of accomplishment and excellence. Dear spring of 2022 graduates, it is with great honor that I congratulate and celebrate the culmination of your path through the student years at NC State and your graduation achievements. Graduation is a time for celebration, but it's also a time for reflection on how each of us got to this day. What are the stories about who we are? In these stories about ourselves, we have found the power of resilience and the support from our community that encourages and supports us to dream, to reach for greatness. But we have also heard the stories that discourage us to say that dreams cannot be a reality. Let's put those aside. It is through my story today that I hope we can see our own challenges, difficulties, and triumph. Because deep in your heart, you know the person that you are meant to be. It is through my story today that I challenge each of you to support and lift others so they can also achieve their hopes and dreams. Today, I am reaching one of my greatest dreams that I often thought impossible to attain. I am a 41-year-old woman, wife, mother of 2 fantastic children, NC State staff and student, and I am from Guatemala, Central America. Although I was born in Chicago, Illinois, my parents moved back to Guatemala after my birth. My culture, language, life experiences, and home were in Central America. When I was 23 years old, my older brother and I came to the United States. With what possession I had fit into one suitcase and a backpack. And while I didn't have much, I found a great deal in this country, a whole world of new experiences, great wonders, but also unimaginable challenges. When we arrived, my brother and I used most of our monies to pay for a small motel room. Our first challenge was to find affordable housing and owners willing to rent to immigrants. The second challenge was walking for miles during the Ohio winter to get some groceries. I'm from Guatemala, remember? I have tropical blood. The third significant obstacle was learning the language, and it was tough. Since I did not have time or resources for ESL classes, I learned English on the go. With all these challenges, I often felt that I was all alone and lost, but I was not ready to give up. I was confused, but I refused to quit. Every day, a force from my heart repeatedly pulled me up, convincing me to keep on trying. It didn't take long for me to realize that the force in my heart came from deep love. The love and trust that my Creator, grandparents, mentors, parents, family, and friends was built into my heart from their stories about my worth, and those were the source of my strength. I knew then that I was never alone and that my life is bigger than the challenging moments. As I overcame each obstacle, a constant challenge was gaining skill and finding work. After working cleaning houses and many hotel rooms, I landed an opportunity where I learned some graphic design. The new experience filled me out with passion for graphic design. So I started gaining more skills, and with some online classes, I finally got a graphic designer's position. I knew that education was the key for my growth. Despite my efforts for a formal education, it was not yet to be the story that it was. So what's the next story? After some years, my high school sweetheart from Guatemala and love of my life came to the United States, and we got married. And he applied for a job at NC State, and he got it. So we moved to North Carolina. From the moment that I set foot at the campus, I loved it. I remember the first time we drove through the campus, admiring everything. And the first time that I saw the red, glowing graduates, it was so perfect, and it seemed so out of reach for a Guatemalan girl. But the force in my heart was never quiet. It never stopped pushing me. In North Carolina, I couldn't find or couldn't get a graphic designer's position because I didn't have the formal education. So I decided to get an advertising and graphic design associate degree from Way Tech. For a mother of a little autistic boy and a little girl coming our way, it was a crazy decision. But the passion in my heart was too loud to ignore. I got a temporary position at Advancement Services in NC State and started growing professionally as part of this pack. Being there, I frequently saw the red, glowing graduates in their gowns and sighed every day every time at the beautiful scenery. So one day I decided I could also get an arts associate and maybe someday transfer credits to NC State. The road was bumpier than what I thought. The nights of sacrifice felt never ending. Still, my husband, my mom, and even my kids always supported me when my dream seems to be slipping away. When the time to apply for NC State came, COVID started, and again, the threat of fear of failure was present. I was a full-time mom, a full-time employee, a full-time student, and I don't know if you have ever seen the play Hamilton, but the song My Shot by Lin-Manuel Miranda was always on my Spotify lists to keep reminding me to not give away my shot, the shot that I longed for so long, and it was all worth it. This moment is my dream that came true. After wearing so many hats, nothing feels better than wearing this one today. So where do we go? Where our stories go from here? Isaac Newton said, "If I have seen further than others, it's only by standing upon the shoulders of giants." I, like many of you today, I'm here today only because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. To all our giants on unconditional love, care, support, and faith, our families, thank you. To all our giants in knowledge, academics, wisdom, discipline that are our mentors and instructors, thank you. And to all our giants in philanthropy, generosity, and passion for service that are our donors, our supporters, and volunteers, thank you. Today, we are reaching further because we are standing upon your shoulders. Each of us had tough challenges and bumpy roads, but our stories of success show that we also had support and a resilience force coming from our heart pushing us to succeed. You are never alone when you are standing upon the shoulders of many giants that came before you. The beauty of the road is that you are becoming the giants of others so that you can lift them to see further. It really takes a village, or should I say, it really takes a pack to reach our dreams. Your role goes beyond the present achievements. You will transform your community, the world. Today, let's take a moment to acknowledge our supporters and the WAPAC community. Each tiny seed that we receive here will bring about the most robust trees for generations to come. And I want to cite Rudyard Kipling, who said, "The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack." Go Pack! Congratulations, class of 2022.